Alright guys, this is Jacob from What You Me This, and this is the night after I was over in Tunica trying to get advertisements and stuff, and I went to the Gold Strike and I played there a little bit and ended up 130 bucks. I was actually up more than that, but I tipped a quarter before I left the table also, so along with all the tips I was given during the game, I tipped another quarter on the way out, so I was actually leaving up 155, and then I gave a quarter to the table and then $10 to the cashier. So I ended up coming home with up 120, I think. Yeah, 120. But either way, it's still great. I was there, you guys. I was the only one that shot, and I think I shot 4 times. No, I wasn't the only one shot. I was the only one that just shot till right at the end. I think I shot 4 times. So I was making about 20 bucks per shooter, which is pretty good. It's not terrible. And but they use the small dice, so I'm going to use the small dice because I plan on playing there a lot more. I actually really like the experience, really like the tables, so I'm going to practice with the small dice a lot more. But I'm going to show you what I was doing. All right, after I realized that it was going to be a good day and not a normal day for me, I got off the don't early on, and so let's start with the red dice. So this is what I was doing. It's a $15 table, right? So after my first, where I put 50 down and then put odds, and then it rolled a bunch of 6 and 8s, and I got that all out of there. I go to the pass line and stuff. Anyway, so what I started doing after that was $15 pass line. And I was shooting the 1-3-1-5 that Mike Arndt showed me and helped me with, and he told me try it and use it, and I've been using it with lots of success. So here we go. There's the 9, 5-4-9. Looked like a pretty good roll. My table's probably about the same hard as their table too, so that's pretty good. All right, so then what I was doing is I was going inside first with the table minimum. Okay, and then I was looking for 5 hits. I was pressing everything. So one of the things I did first is I would get one of the 4 and 10s and then press a 6 or 8, because it works, because you make $21. All right, there's a 10. I'm looking for 5 hits. All right, I actually forgot something. I was actually putting odds back here. On the 9, I would do $10. The 5 and 9, I was doing 10. Here we go. And I was shooting well. I mean, I wasn't having 30 shots or nothing, but I was shooting 10 shots. Of course, we're not going to do it here, right? Why would we do it here? And yeah, so why would I be able to do it on camera? Let's get some more reds. Same thing, and like I said, you guys, I wasn't having to wait to get the dice back, especially the first couple rolls. I was the only one there, so I was. Oh, and then they would switch every time. So it didn't take me, you know, I could just make adjustments, and so that was really nice. So I started making adjustments and putting it all together. There's a 3-1-4. And then the rolls started coming together, and I started making money. I'll get to what I was doing. It takes 5 rolls to get there, so, or 5 hits, not 5 rolls. Okay. And here we go. There's an 8, 6-2-8. I don't think I was spinning them as much there. That's one thing. All right, so in this case, what I was doing is I was picking up the 10 like that, and then I was using the other $6 like that. So it's 1 hit. 3-2. Two hits. Three hits. It's going to be a $28 winner this time. This is exactly as planned. Once I got to the second or third hit, I didn't necessarily play it all back. I would take a little bit. We're looking for number 4. There it is, point made. All right, pretty good. I don't think I ever had any .4s or 10s that I was on the light side for. So all the 4s and 10s I had, I was on the dark side. So I actually just played them out, and I won all of them too. Like when I got my .410, I actually happened to be on the dome, and I just started throwing it. It was after I 7'd out one time, and I don't know, 5 or 6 rolls, and I got it. All right, so we're looking for one more hit. Bets are going to be off. There's the 5. We'll take that 4, move it over there. With that 5, move it over there. Alright, so let's get $10 in odds. So we're looking for one hit. And on this hit, I take the winnings and put them in the don't, and I was turning my place bets off. Alright, 6. 5, 1, 6. Okay, so now I was turning my place bets off. That pays 28. Rack that 3, and I put that in the don't. And this is what I was doing. And so, like I said, I wasn't rolling like crazy long rolls. I was rolling 10 times and 12 times and 8, 9 times right in there. But that's way better than I normally do. So I was happy with myself. And there's the 10. All right, so in this instance never happened. Actually, I got mostly 5s and 6s on my don't points. But if this instance were to happen, I would just go on and take a couple of these that are out here and put them on the odds. Because then bets are off anyway. And then I was just riding this don't out against this 5, basically. Hoping to hit that 5, but if I don't, it's fine because I got that don't. There's a 4, 3, 1, 4. But I was rolling, this good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the first roll was short. But I did have one short roll. I did have like a 3-roll roll. And that's where most of when I was way up, the profit went to. Because I was up probably almost 300, and the short roll cost me a little bit of my profit. Here we go. Dang, back-to-back 3s. But this is how it was going. And I mean, I was rolling relatively well. The dice were cooperating to what I think they're supposed to be doing. And I think most of it had to do with it was the table. And there's the 7, perfect. The table was really, really good. All right, it says 25 and 20. Rack that up. And then so this next roll, I was going right on the don't. I was taking 15, put it on the don't, because what was happening is I was rolling like a 4 on my come out, and then I would just grab the dice, and from there I wouldn't set them. I'd just grab them and pick them up because I was odding up that don't 4, and I would just pick them up and throw them until I got the. So it happened a lot just like that, 3, 1, 4. All right, so then what I would do is I'd have all these taken down. and then I would just odd this up. All right, like I would go like 80 in odds. Oops, get this one. 80 in odds, and then I was playing a $10 hard 4. It doesn't cover it exactly, but so then from here I would just grab the dice and I was just chunking them in the table. You know, I was just playing for this 7 is all I was doing. 5, 1, 6 when this situation happened, and for whatever reason it happened like I was trying to make it happen. And there's the 3. There's a hard 10. And I actually hit the hard 4 one time. There's the 7, as opposed to the 7. And I actually hit that one time, so it was kind of a wash. All right, so the 7 I'm going to lose here, but it's going to win. And the 80 is going to pay 40. And that's basically how it was going. And I did this rinse and repeat like a couple times. Now, there was the one short roll, and I had money across, so that hurt. It knocked out a huge chunk of my profit, about 1/3 of my profit. But after that point, I knew it was time to hang it up, so I shot one more time, and then that other guy showed up to shoot, and so I waited him out, won on him like that, and that's what I did. So that's what I was doing. I was going for 5 hits, and then I was also playing the all tall small, so I was waiting that out also. But then I was waiting for that don't, see if it hit or not. I didn't get knocked off on any of the don'ts. But you got to understand, I only played 5 or 6 shooters too. I wasn't there very long, and I came out pretty good ahead. There's a yo. All right. And I've been doing another thing too. Instead of buying the hard ways and stuff, the hard ways is fine. If I roll a come out winner on a $15 table, I put it on the 5 and 9. It's just this new thing I've been doing. It doesn't really change much. You're going to have that money either way to put out there. But I've just been putting it on the 5 and 9 when I have a come out winner. I don't turn it on or anything. I just put it out there. Right, there's a 9. So I basically got the 5 for free. But and they were, because I had a couple of them, and I was just like, yeah, just put it on the 5. All right, same thing here. I'm just going to run this over, see how much profit I can generate. And it's mostly this dice set, I think, is working better for me. So it's taking me from rolling 4 times to rolling 8 or 9 times. And that's just helping. 3, 2, the whole mechanics of the whole thing. All right, same thing. It's 1 hit. I'm definitely getting better at it because I'm practicing it every day. Like every single day I'm practicing this. And it's showing, I can tell. All right, we hit the 2 and a 2 for 4. And we actually have the 4, so that's a good thing. $27. It's 2 hits for another hit. Four, 2, 6. Let's get it out with the stick where everyone can see. And that is 28. Let's bump that 8 up to 30. And this is the stuff I was doing. There wasn't a perfect rhyme or reason to it. I was just bumping stuff up as I hit, so it's the 3rd hit. I mean, I was trying to collect a little bit also. And there's the 9, point made. It's 3 there, 3 there. Okay. And that was the 4th hit, I believe, or the 3rd hit. 3rd or 4th hit. We're going to call it 4th hit. I've been doing that too. I've been going heavy. If I mess up and forget my hits, I've been going to the higher number. All right, we're off on the come out. And there's a 5. Looking for one hit, and then we're going to go to the don't. And I was just doing this. I felt good. If I'd have stayed there longer, I probably could have made quite a bit of money today. But I was busy trying to, do that other stuff. And there's the 538. I was trying to work on the website stuff and all that. 538, $35. And put that straight over there. Turn them bets off. Here we go. Now we're looking for a don't point. The perfect storm here is I roll a 5. That way I win that, and that goes where I want it to go. There's a 12. That's not going to do nothing. Needed that earlier today. I would have hit the tall. I got all the way down to the tall and the small, needing the 2 and the 12. And I just couldn't stick them. I had a lot of rolls. I probably had 5 or 6 rolls needing just them 2 numbers. There's the 10, so we're moving to the 10. That's good for us. All right, same thing here. And there's 45 here. Grab, just put 50 on there. I actually made a boo-boo too, because I deal so much at my house. I actually touched the dice with both hands. Oh, the hard 10 got me. I didn't hedge it out. What am I doing? I'm supposed to hedge that out, but I did not. I didn't have that happen, so I guess I don't really know what I would have done. I'm just going to turn these bets back on and go for it from right here. But yeah, I went like this. I set my dice, and then I moved them with this hand, and then I grabbed them with this hand and throw them. And like they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. And it was just an honest mistake. I deal at home so much that they didn't trip or nothing. They were cool with it. It wasn't like a big deal. But they were just thinking, hey, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry I messed up. And I explained to them, that I do this every day at my house. And they're like, yeah. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it was kind of funny. Hey, we're banging numbers, ain't we? It's this set and this new way I'm trying to throw. It's just working. It worked at the casino. It's working at home. It's working everywhere I'm going here. Oh, and there's the ugly. Still, even after this big loss here, and this is kind of what happened. Not exactly the same situation, but more or less. And I lost, and I was up like $140 or something like that after I lost. So let's see. So 500. So we're not quite up that much. We're up about $100. But that's basically the same exact situation. All right, so let's go to the red dice. I'm gonna roll this out some more. And I haven't been keeping track of the rolls, but I know they're pretty good because I've been pressing up and getting to 5 hits and getting to the don't. So I know they're going pretty good. Oh, we're on the don't side this time, ain't we? But I'm gonna stick to the light. I'm gonna play it out on the light and see if I can't win some more. We have a 415. Okay. And I was starting with just the inside numbers. And, with one hit, you're pressing and getting to the outside, at least one of the outside numbers. So, a lot of times I was trying to, or hoping that this would land on the 4 or the 10, because that takes care of part of that for you. right, here we go. And the 3, 2, 1. So I'm actually going to count this roll. I'm not going to count what I shoot. I'm just going to count the roll. So that's 2 rolls. Hard 4. 3 rolls. I don't have that yet. Need some insiders. All right. So that's 4 rolls. That's 4 rolls before I have a hit. That's not so great, but it'll work. Perfect. We just chose that one. It's 5 rolls, hard 10. It's going to pick 27. Six rolls. It's another hit on the 9. So this is normally way better than I do, you know. This is being consistent like this. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just being able to roll the dice. I'm talking about doing it consistently, which is something that I've had a lot of trouble with. But I know I keep harping on this, but 6 Mike Arndt, we had our conversations and I saw him do it and I've been practicing it. It's been working. And there's the 10. Oh, that was a buy 10. It's at 20. So $1 for 40. Like that. I'm going to go one more shot before I go to the don't. And I may be risking too much here. I don't know if I marked that or not. Nope, I think this is 7. That was the 7th roll. Okay, so this is number 8. Yeah, 3. Okay. Didn't have a winner, so I mean, you make a choice there. I'm probably just going to take this 10 and go right there. Turn these bets off. Of course, lands right on the 10, right? Okay, let's get some odds here. 30 in odds. I don't mind if I go on the long roll here because I feel like I've already made money, but I'm partly practicing and showing that I feel like I'm getting better, and I feel like this is working for me. So I'm just kind of showing what I'm doing and where I feel like I'm at with it. I feel really comfortable with this set, with this shot, with going for 5 hits. I feel super comfortable with it. And there's the 8. So I'm just making numbers here. I'm not hitting the 7 or the 5, which is rough, but hitting all these other numbers I was playing. And maybe I need to adjust up to 6 or 7 hits. We'll see. I got to give it some more time, you know. There's the 4. But yeah, that I just have to get some more casino time with it, being more confident with this now, because I don't want to think I'm really doing this now and then get there and get blasted because I went up to 7 hits, you know. And there's the 5. All right, we got it. Okay. Okay. Coming down. So we had all that work in there. Oh, I still didn't get a hard 10, did I? Need a hard 10, that'd be working. The place bets aren't working. This appears all working. The odds, this will be on, and that's going to be on. All right, here we go. Ace, ace. That's not helping me none. It's another roll though. But yeah, so this is where I was at, and I mean, it was going like this. This roll's a little better than I was doing there, just a little, not a ton, just a little bit better. And the 6 points going to 6, 4-2. Just bring this back here. And again, you know I'm missing out on a bunch of money here, but this is the strategy I was playing, and that's what I'm trying to show, is what I was doing there. And like I said, I was up about 150 bucks pre-tips in about 6 shooters, I'd say. Now don't get me wrong, most of the 6 shooters were me. All right, 4-3-7. All right, most of them 6 shooters were Jacob. So, and then 15 there. Rack it up. And let's see where we ended up. I know I did reasonably well. Okay, so $450, 475, 490, 510, 610, 710, $711. So up to 11. I was roughly in the same range, and roughly the same kind of things happened. So I mean, I feel like I'm getting more confident in my shot and my dice setting and my dice shooting and just the overall everything. Like, I was paying attention to how I was standing and everything this time, which is something that I haven't normally done. I haven't normally, paid attention to where my feet spread apart correctly. Where was I at in relation, to my shoulders and the swing. I was paying attention to all that. And that's something new too also. I've been trying much harder to do this correctly, so that's part of it. Anyways, I just wanted to show y'all what I was doing today and how I did what I did and made my little bit of money in a couple shooters, which were all me except for one guy. So anyways, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and you guys have a good day.